Senate Republicans just released a new budget blueprint. It paves the way for $1.5 trillion worth of new tax cuts, over and on top of the extension of President Trump's tax cuts. Grover Norquist is the president of Americans for Tax Reform and joins me now. Grover, I want to know what's in that extra $1.5 trillion worth of new tax cuts. Is it no tax on tips? Is it no tax on Social Security benefits? What's in that $1.5 trillion?
Well, it will certainly include no tax on tips, and hopefully that will include not just employees who get tips, but also independent contractors who get tips, Uber and others like that. Some of that $1.5 trillion in additional cuts are to recoup some of the Trump tax cuts that had begun to fade. Remember, they started to phase out already. The faster depreciation, the 100% expensing for a business investment, that costs something, and so that'll be part of the $1.5 trillion in additional cuts in taxes. There is a strong discussion, House, Senate, and the White House, I think a consensus perhaps, to include buildings, to include manufacturing buildings in the expensing. Right now, expensing is for equipment, but 100% expensing for the buildings, new buildings for manufacturing, perhaps for other buildings as well. So we're largely going to see the Trump tax cut as originally written, extended out permanently. And by I don't mean another 10 years, but permanently out into infinity, which you can do because of the Senate's decision to go off to base what it's building from on current policy, not current law, which means you don't have to pay again a second time for extending the Trump tax cuts.
Grover, I wonder if you saw this. Democrat Senator Tim Kaine, he claimed that President Trump inherited, quote, one of the strongest economies in the world. Watch this.
Not since last night. Yeah, I mean, we have to go to the House and talk to them about it. But, you know, it's a scary, scary prospect right now. President Trump had one of the strongest economies in the world when he was inaugurated on January 21. And look what he's done. It's just taken him 2 months. Look what he's done.
Okay, you're laughing. Have at it.
Well, the United States economy is always the strongest economy in the world because it's the biggest and the most prosperous. But compared to what? When it was clear that Trump was going to be president and all of the spending programs and all of the tax goals of Biden were not going to continue, that's when the stock market started to go up again. And you saw some strength there. So, no, I think the economy is better off today than when Biden walked out the door. But he did not give the president a strong economy. He gave an economy that was going to be spending massive amounts of money indefinitely into the future. And as Doge has pointed out, a federal budget which was used to fund left-wing purposes, not actually the services that they claimed they were spending the money for. So big change, big improvements, and Doge is part of picking out some of the rot.
You got it. Grover Norquist, pleasure to have you back on the show again. Good to see you. We'll see you again soon.
Good to be with you.
You got it.